All right, and welcome. My name is Joey Derbyshire, and you are currently attending the official video plays meeting of the 2026 Disc Golf Warehouse Open. A massive thank you to Disc Golf Warehouse, huge supporters of the sport in Perth. Sean and Vanessa do amazing things over there, and we couldn't be prouder to be running this event for the second time right in their backyard in Spearwood. So thanks so much, Disc Golf Warehouse. I am going to be your tournament director. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message on Facebook. If not, my phone number is right here, or you can reach me at joey@perthdiscgolf.com if you want to send an email. First of all, I want to say thank yous to our sponsors. This is obviously the title event of Disc Golf Warehouse. They're our main sponsor, and sponsoring a lot of events around town and putting in huge, just putting in massive support to so many events that wouldn't happen without them. So thank you, Disc Golf Warehouse, and thank you to Matty Wynn. I can't say enough good about this guy. This guy is just a legend. He stand every event I put on, he stands up and he doesn't just put in time to dye the discs. He asks, "How can I help?" And he's out there designing courses and testing layouts and whatnot. Him and his crew, awesome bunch of guys, and yeah, Matty, thanks so much. I want to say thank you to everybody. I went on holidays in this process. The date that we got for this event was I went overseas and I couldn't keep both hands on it. Got back, got sick immediately, and I've been really out of the game. And this thing has come together only because of the other guys involved. So first of all, thanks so much for Dan for doing all the stuff behind the scenes. Dan does all our website stuff at the club. He keeps it updated. I say, Dan, I made a slight tweak to this hole. Can you throw it on the website? And he just does it. 5 minutes. Awesome guy. And thank you so much, Dan. Thanks so much to Connor. He's not even playing this event. He's come out and helped us design the course. Just a legend. Thanks so much, Connor. I hope you listen to this and see you back on the course soon. Gethin, just my man. He's just stood up huge for this event. It wouldn't happen without him. You could probably do this event without me, but you couldn't do it without Gethin. So thanks so much, Gethin, just for everything. And we've got Asher, John, Sean, also behind the scenes, just helping out. Whatever we need from them, they'll be out there setting up on Saturday, I'm sure. And yeah, thanks so much to those guys. So this event is going to run pretty similar to last year. I've actually taken the caddy book from last year and I've just tweaked a few things. So 14 holes at McFall Park and 4 at Dubove Park. Juniors are only going to be playing one round, and that's going to be the morning round. And if we can, we'll do a quick little presentation at lunch. It doesn't always work out like that because people go out and eat, and timing doesn't work out. But if we can, we'll do a presentation at lunch for those guys. We have expanded the divisions a little bit. So Division 1 is going to be a harder course, and that's going to be MPO, MP40, MA1, MA40, and as well as MP50, FP40, and MA2. The rest of the divisions will be playing on the Division 2 layout. HQ for the event will be over at McFall Park, just at the car park. You can't miss it. You'll see us over at the gazebo. That's going to be run as HQ. That's where we're going to be doing presentations and players meeting, everything over there. So schedule, as you can see here, Rojo's open at 7:45. Come and see me. 8:35 we're going to do a mini players meeting. Just basically questions and anything that we might have missed in this video. Head to tee at 8:45. Round 1 starts at 9 o'clock. Should be getting to round 2 about 12:30 and wrap up for 3:20 presentations. This schedule worked fine last year. It should work fine this year. We've got a few extra players. We accidentally left the registrations open a little longer, so there will be some groups of 5 out there. So we just need to keep it along so we can stay on this schedule. Players meeting, I've just talked about that. I'm going to post this up. Scoring on the PDGA app, everybody needs to score. That's the new rules. So please just have that app downloaded and ready to go. Otherwise, you can access the website. Bring a power bank if you need to keep your phone charged, but them's the rules now. We have now got a toilet installed at McFall Park, which is awesome. So no portable toilet necessary this year. There is going to be plenty of water. We've got a drink fountain at HQ. We will have a esky with water bottles, and there is also water over at Dubove Park. Shouldn't be worried about water too much. You will be near HQ or near Dubove plenty of time, so just make sure you're stocked up, and you should be good to go. This is a really busy park. McFall Park has really high dog traffic, so just keep an eye on where you're throwing at all times. There are long areas that we're going to talk about in the hole notes where there are people walking on paths that will probably be in range, maybe not, but treat it as if the disc could kick off and hit them at any moment. I don't want any accidents out there. Happy to run another 20 minutes long if it means not killing someone. CTPs, to be determined, pending prizes. I'll get that information out soon. But Maddie Wynn putting up some awesome prizes for that, so expect some sick dyed discs. OB, we've got OB denoted by bollards around both parks. If there are no bollards, which I believe there are bollards all the way around at Dubove and around McFall, there are less bollards. But if there is no bollards on that particular boundary side, OB will be denoted by the road line, and that means your disc needs to be on the road fully. If any part of the disc is not on the road, propped up against the curb and hanging over the edge, you take a meter and you play it from there. Fully on the road is OB. Course map has been gone out, and I'll attach it to this email when I send out the caddy book to everybody, but you can find that on Facebook. And the whole notes can also be found on the website, on the Facebook, everywhere, as well as here. So I won't go through those because we're going to go through them with Gethin right now. Anything that I've missed here, we can talk about on Sunday when we meet for that mini players meeting in the morning. So thank you so much, everybody, and I will hand you over to myself and Gethin. Oh, sorry, I just realized that maybe my face was over some of that when I was explaining it. Hopefully you saw it all at some point. I tried to move this around. Anyway, hey Gethin and Joey. Alright, I'm here with Gethin, our lead course designer for the Disc Golf Warehouse Open. He's going to run us through some of the holes we've got here. So we have got holes for the Division 1 and Division 2. The Division 1 holes will be the gold numbers you can see here. Division 2 holes will be the red numbers, and the ones that are playing for both divisions will be gold and red. So Gethin, you want to kick us off with hole 1?
No worries, thank you, Joey. So hole 1, it's a par 3. This is for Div 1, as Joey just mentioned. So tee will be same as last year, teeing off from between the barbecue shelter and the Flying Fox. There'll be OB path left and beyond, and OB right, which shouldn't come into play because it's on the other side of hole 2. OB sandpit and playground as well, though that should not come into play either.
Yeah, and maybe for some wild disc golfers, but yeah, not for us.
So for Div 2, they'll be playing the traditional hole, again, OB path left and beyond. This is the standard OB hole 1, original Spearwood hole 1.
Yep, so like all these holes, if it's on the path, it's out, and if it's past the path, it's also out. So yeah.
Correct.
Alright.
Okay, so hole 2, both divisions will be playing hole 2 the same. So it's the original Spearwood hole 2, however we do have OB running down the left side. Now it runs between the trees as marked. The trees aren't exactly correct here, so have a look on the day. But it will bubble out to the left like that.
Yep.
This OB will be shared with hole 3.
Yep. Yes. Alright, fantastic.
So hole 3, so for Div 1, we will be playing to a temporary basket, which will be in the corner of the park. Again, OB path beyond long.
And this is teeing off the original 7 tee pad.
Yep. Yeah, original 7 tee pad. There's OB running down the left and the right. And there is also a second mandatory at the corner to stop you throwing over the tee pad of hole 2. I think
Yep,
that's it.
Yeah.
For hole 3 for Div 2, you'll be playing the standard original hole 7, I guess, for Spearwood. Mando right at the first tree, and drop zone is just up near the tree.
Yep, and it's going to be playing as a par 4 for the lower divisions, but a little bit trickier because of this tight OB at the start.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hole 4, so this is for Div 1. So this is the original Spearwood hole 8. So OB road and beyond, and OB path and beyond left. So I guess as a rule, if it's on the road, it's probably OB. So
yeah, fantastic.
And so for Div 2, they'll be playing from a temporary tee located next to the basketball court. Again, OB Road and OB Path and Beyond left as well.
Yep, and here we go. And we're off to do Bove Park.
No, we've got one more hole. So original hole.
Oh, don't, sorry.
Original Spearwood 9. So for Div 1, it will be an island green, playing as hazard if you're not on the island as per tradition. For Div 2, you will not be playing the hazard. There wouldn't be no island for yourselves, so just play that as it lies with no penalty strokes, as long as you're not on the road or in the car park. Yep.
Yeah, and as you can see, only one tee off, but we've denoted in red the difference here, and that will be in the PDGA app as well. If different hole notes, so if you're unsure, just check the PDGA app.
Yeah.
All right, now we're off to do Bove Park.
Yeah, now we are. So Dubove Park. So both divisions will be playing this as a par 4. There will be OB along the right-hand side in the field as marked. OB bollards on the left and road and beyond. It should be pretty clear.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so hole 7. So this is teeing. This is the short hole, same as last year, teeing off from the top of the hill. One of the trees has grown up, so it's a little bit different now. But yeah, short OB carry. I guess this is technically an island now. But yeah, so there's a drop zone for discs that do not enter into bounds. But otherwise, it's quite a simple hole. See how good your touch is.
Yeah. Maybe a raised basket on this one as well.
Potentially. So hole 8 for Div 1. We're playing the same as last year. The hill will play as a mandatory drop zone. So any OB will play as mandatory drop zone. We just don't want people throwing off the road, off the hill. Sorry. Please walk around along the road and down behind the basket just to make sure you're not slipping down the hill.
Yeah, it's actually a very steep hill, and also as you can see, we've got the other basket that comes into play, so we don't want to just come tumbling down the hill and come into range of these discs as well.
Yep.
Yeah, safety first there.
So for Div 2, similar hole to last year as well. Again, anything on the hill and that hasn't entered into bounds will have to go to the drop zone. And please, again, walk around to behind the basket to prevent slips.
Awesome.
So hole 9 for Div 1. Again, this is off the top of the hill shot. So you're throwing over hole 8 green. Please just be aware of other players. If someone has thrown the drive right out into the middle and you're not sure if you can get it and they're in the way, then please just give them a minute to get out of the way.
Yeah, be aware of be aware of discs coming from the other direction, because the other par 4 runs down the other half of the fairway.
Just keep an eye out for each other, guys, across both parks, because they are both pretty tight areas and lots of fairways close to each other. So yeah, OB right, OB long, and OB left. Anything on the path and beyond is OB. At the path, I guess where the street is written there, on the left there. Yep. So anything beyond that is OB. Anything on the road is OB, and anything past the bollards, which are up there, and before that path bubble, it's OB as well. As you would know if you played it last year, the OB is very tight, but the shot off the top is very fun.
Yeah, and just be careful. It's very easy to throw a big hyzer backhand here and to go on the road. Just be aware of how you're throwing there from up on the hill. Try not to get maybe practice this one before, because I know Connor put one in a house last year.
Again, before we move off this, once you've thrown your tee shots, please walk back and around the corner,
around the back,
and down to the Div 2 tee. to get onto the
yeah, this does
onto
cross.
the oval.
This does cross the other fairway.
Yeah, just so we're not crossing fairways.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
So Div 2 will be playing a par 4 as well from the same tee as last year. All same OB.
Yeah, same hole but a bit shorter, really.
Yep. Okay, so we've gone back over to McFall now. So this is for Div 1. It's par 4. We're teeing off from the other side of the path. So there will be a mandatory and OB running from the path and all the way up along the left, as can be seen, which is shared with hole 3. OB Gardens, OB left, Mando to prevent any crazy turnovers, which may impact other fairways. So please have someone spotting the path as well, because it's not quite clear.
This path here
just
is
have someone standing just to the left of that Mando sign there would be great, just to make sure we're all safe.
This path is totally obstructed from the tee, and you never know when someone's going to come around the corner. Yeah.
Cool. So for Div 2, you'll be playing from the original Spearwood hole 3 tee as a par 4. Again, OB along the left side and OB bush as marked on the right as well. So
yeah, sweet.
Okay, so a few different holes now from last year. So for hole 11 for Div 1, we'll be playing from the original Spearwood hole 4 tee and playing to a basket that is tucked just around the back of the corner of the fence bush area. It's quite tight, it's quite a long way around, so you're going to have to risk the OB to get around there, or be quite proficient at backhand rollers. Path and beyond left is OB. It shouldn't come into play.
This is all bush. Oh no, yeah, sorry. Path is beyond, and there's a small gap to the bush. Yeah. And then
there's OB running in the field long as well, which isn't clear on this image. But if you look at the larger map, you'll be able to see it. That's shared with hole 14.
Yeah.
For Div 2, you'll be playing a straighter shot, shorter shot from the path, or from near the path, and going over to the same temporary basket. Again, OB bush and OB in the field long as well, as marked. So hole 12, this plays, I guess, a bit like the second shot from last year, playing up into the temporary basket. The OB bush on the left will come into play, and the OB road on the right. Please just give way to park users. As always at McFall, it can be quite busy. Hopefully we put up some signage this week, so hopefully it's not super busy, but yeah, just please be aware.
And this upcoming stretch here is where it's going to be busiest.
Yep. Similar thing for Div 2, just a bit shorter. So uphill with a low ceiling shot. OB fence bush on the left and OB road right and beyond.
Yeah, easy.
Okay. Hole 13, so both divisions will be playing this one. There's a mandatory off the tee. You'll be able to see it's on the right. Now, it's the leftmost trunk of that tree. It sort of splits into 3, just left of the leftmost trunk, please. OB path right and beyond, and OB road and beyond.
Yeah, and this is the section where you might have walkers all the way along, and it's probably just best to wait for them to just clear the area, because any kicks could go right and hit anyone on the path pretty much all the way down the fairway. It's a bit of a pain because they walk all the way along, but this is a safety first hole, one, as is this one here.
There will be a elevated pin on that hole as well.
Yes, yeah.
So hole 14, so both divisions will be playing this one. Again, a slightly longer one for our Div 2 players, but a double Mando off the tee, with OB running from the right hand Mando to the bush line, to separate it from hole 11. OB path left and beyond, and OB field in the right, OB bush behind.
Yeah, and as I said on the last one, same deal. People walking down the path, very easy to hyzer out on this one and
Yep.
hit someone on the path. So safety first, and just wait till they're clear.
Yep. Hole 15. So this is original Spearwood 5. Now we've got a double mando on the tunnel, so you have to throw down the tunnel at least for the first part of the hole. This is just to protect hole 17's tee pad. Now OB path right and beyond, and OB road and beyond left.
I will say, Gethin, there is a bit of construction about here on the fairway. If for some reason you end up in there and it's an unplayable lie, I think there's a bunch of like concrete pipes.
Culverts and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, if you end up in there, then it's casual relief.
Casual relief, yep.
Yeah, casual relief. If that casual relief takes you back to OB, just the closest place you can get to away from the basket, because it's right on the path, I think. So, yeah, shouldn't come into play, but yeah.
Hole 16, so this is the original Spearwood hole 6. OB bush right, OB bush left. Nothing different to what you guys would have seen at league days. So.
Yep.
Okay, so hole 17. So for Div 1, you'll be teeing off from behind the path or on the path. It'll be marked on the day. So there will be a mandatory on the first grass tree on the right. You need to go left of that. And we'll play left of the leftmost spike that is still standing. I need to check that it's still there. Hopefully no one hits it during the round. But if someone does hit it and it falls down, then we'll figure something out. The drop zone will be at the gap. OB road, left and beyond.
Just be a little bit aware of the next tee, which is just off here to the right. Just be aware.
There is a very large tree there that should stop any discs from coming through.
Yeah, but I guess people exiting the green may be coming this way.
Yep. Just be aware of everyone around here. Same situation for Div 2. The mandatory should be a bit less in play, but
yeah, same hole, slightly shorter, really.
Yep.
All right, now everyone's favourite hole.
Yeah, so this one's had a bit of controversy, so I apologise.
Bit of whinging, if you ask me.
Yeah. So this is a short par 4 for both divisions. It's quite a dogleg. There's a very small gap that I hope people try. Otherwise, you can work out how to get around that a little bit. But yeah, tight gap from the tee with the first. There's a landing zone at 55 meters, and it sort of continues out to about 90. You can make it work past there.
We have been through and cleaned it up a little bit. You can land here and have a really good look, or you can try and get all the way through. You probably even have a better look here, closer to the road.
If you can get all the way out to the grass, you're laughing.
If you can get all the way to the grass, it's an instant birdie.
Yep. So, OB path and beyond right shouldn't come into play. Mando on the first grass tree on the right will be pretty clearly obvious. Drop zone will be a longer shot from the first landing zone. And OB road and beyond. If you get a chance, I think it's probably worthwhile having a look at this one and figuring out where the basket is. If you haven't had a chance and on the day. So, but I think that is it.
Yeah.
So, quick note on hole 18, there are a few dead
broken
old grass
trees
trees that are dead. Probably about 15 meters up from the Mando tree on the left. I've circled them in blue paint. That is a casual relief area, just so you're not having to throw from standing on top of that old dead grass tree. But that I think should be the only casual relief area that comes into play.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
For all of the holes. If there's any questions, please shoot them through to Joey, or yeah, hit me up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, thanks so much, Gethin, and thanks so much everyone for listening. Yeah, any questions, let us know, but we're excited to see everybody, and we'll see you out there on the day. And if you're around on Saturday, we'll be out there setting up. And yeah, say hi, ask any questions. All right.
Thank you all.